And so if my grandfather was here, I mean, were people just kind of surrendering, or did you have to capture these German soldiers, or did you kill a lot of German soldiers? I would
say a
presume.
combination of all three. But a soldier is not trained to surrender. A soldier is to fight. And I would imagine that your grandfather had a lot of emotional experience in terms of deciding whether to continue to fight or to surrender. And I would imagine that in his deliberations, he decided to surrender.
I always wondered what he must have been going through during that time.
I think a lot.
Yeah. So what would have happened to the prisoners once they did surrender or once they were captured?
I have something to show you that will indicate what happened to the prisoners of war.
That's August 16th, 1944.
Yes, that's one day after the landings. There was an American military photographer on the beach as the German soldiers were being gathered as prisoners of war. These are the big ships, landing craft tanks. They're going to board these ships and be taken to prisoner of war camps.
Wow, this is amazing. I can't believe you have footage of this. So one of those guys is probably my grandfather.
One of those men could have been your grandfather.
Just think he might be in this is pretty amazing. Thank you so much for showing this to me.
You're very welcome.
So how did you as Americans feel towards the German soldiers?
Well, on a personal basis, because I'm Jewish, it was all according who I met. If I met an SS soldier, we had a problem.
You could clearly identify the SS soldier versus a regular German soldier.
Yes, either by his uniform or his arrogance. Whereas the average German soldier, there was a fellowship. But when it came to Nazis, it was altogether different attitude.
I would imagine. Can you imagine being an SS soldier and getting captured by a Jewish soldier?
You can imagine what the world would have been like if they won.